Hey there, friends. Hope you're doing well. It's an interesting day. What is this? The Lion's Gate portal. I'm sitting outside about to eat a little food, and I want to just put up a video to share some thoughts. I took down the conversation video that I had posted with Adam, David, because I realized after listening to it how many technical issues that it had, and I would like to honor the conversation and remaster it and re-upload it to have available for anyone to listen. If you heard it and you enjoyed it, it'll be back up, and thanks for listening. I'm interested in having all sorts of conversations about the topics that I seem to be interested in here and sharing on the Subtle Realms channel. Recently, I watched a podcast on the occult rejects, which is a favorite podcast of mine. And today there was a person named Brad who has a podcast, I think, called Awakened. And I didn't know about that podcast or that person. Oh wow, how interesting. The solar strip just turned on because of the moon. Is that right? Wow. So the things that he was talking about there are just right in line with the conversations that I've been having, especially the one with Adam regarding plasma, and others behind the scenes, different conversations that I've had online with people over the past year or two. It's all kind of coming together in this grand amalgamation in my mind, anyways. Basically, the thought forms with the book The New Science of Heaven from Robert Temple, talking about sentient plasma and how much of this reality is made up of that, which is 99%, and we occupy 1% with this dense form of matter. But this isn't the only sentience that there is. And because of our anthropomorphization tendencies, it's hard to imagine that there would be any beings if they didn't look physical to us, like a person or an animal or nature. But the creation that we are able to perceive, created matter, visible spectrum, physical matter, lights, colors, sound, what we're able to see is such a small fraction, the tiniest fraction of what's actually here right now, all around us, all the time. And the fields that we have, these subtle layers that we are composites of, act similarly like the larger forms of electromagnetism and have our own fields where we are attracting and repelling. And the charged plasma, the ions that are all around in a form finer than gas, we can't even detect it, and it's interacting with our fields. And I feel like a way that we materialize from the basement of our alchemical temple, the subconscious, there's a route where, like a funnel of everything that we're receiving and taking in and processing and filing away in our data bank and utilizing as a library of information and wisdom to help keep us alive and to survive. And so it runs on autopilot for us to keep us, there's no way we can manage organizing and thinking and brainstorming and making quick moves, when something comes up or whatever. We can't so our subconscious runs us. And so whatever we're taking in on the most minute, subtle levels throughout our day and our life experience is being filed away. And depending on the emotions and the feedback that happens in relation to this interaction between our subconscious and our daily life navigation, there's charge that's built up, or something is released. But the things that build up a lot of charge that aren't recognized or allowed to gain more charge, they want to keep gaining charge. And so if it doesn't gain charge through you, it will find another field to latch onto to be able to discharge or grow its charge. Oh my God. So these repressed, and someone else put a video in a group earlier today, the girl that talks, Dana, that talks about plasma as well. She was talking about UAP phenomena and anomalous phenomena and plasmoids and things like that, and how that she was theorizing as well that they come from our repressed subconscious. And I've been thinking about that for years. I have a friend that I wish I could talk more about, but he's super private and doesn't share his theories, but he's one of the smartest people I've ever met in regards to this very niche specific topics, like this one about anomalous phenomena being an extension of either the collective or the individual subconscious. And that's where Jacques Vallée's work comes in really strong as well. And I don't know if you guys mind the cricket sounds and the outdoor sounds, but I'll wrap the video up pretty soon. I'll go to 10 minutes, I think. And so I've felt for a long time a sense of responsibility after realizing that there's an interaction between my mental sphere and the outer reality sphere. I've seen the feedback of it, evidential, and it's so proven to me I don't need to even think about it twice to try and bend to believe it at all. It's just so true. I feel a sense of responsibility with my thoughts and the repressions, and to do shadow work and to do the work that addresses the places within our psyche that are off balance, that are not getting to be expressed. And if they are purposefully, or you facilitate your life experience to make sure you avoid, or you're running away, or if people remind you of something that reminds you of that, then they're the bad person. And this whole dance we do to not have to address or feel what's going on in that gaining momentum in the basement of the alchemical temple is gonna find a way out, like a mole digging its way up to the surface to breathe and to grow, and to everything wants to survive, and everything wants to be expressive and observed. And so I'm gonna end it there because it's a good place to end it. So take good care.